welcome to the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Dynamite, the Explosive One, and we have our very special guest with us this week.
So special.
He's the master of illusion,
Ooh.
never an intrusion,
Ooh.
procreates through diffusion.
Oh.
If you F around, you end up with a contusion. He's the opposite of a Putin, Mr. X.
He never be losing.
He never losing. He's never losing.
Jonas coming in for the last
I
minute.
just wanted to add in something.
You wanted to jump in. I understand.
Maybe you should write them down yourself, Jonas. So
I wanted to add in.
Yeah, that was impressive. TNT, thank you, Jonas. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah,
I just try to be part of the team, guys.
He's a part of the team.
That's right. That's
You're
right.
the
Nobody
part.
better be snoozing. There you go. I played too.
Speaking of being part of the team,
Love it.
so
Part of the team.
they definitely
What do you mean?
they have announced officially they closed every little bit of investigation about Jeffrey Epstein. He definitely
Wait.
killed himself.
Wait.
There was no client list.
Hold on.
Nothing happened. Prince Andrew can now travel around the whole world.
Jonas, please.
Nothing happened.
Jonas, are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein right now?
There's floods
We've been
in Texas.
talking about this guy for like 8 years, bro. Are we still? If you want to waste the listeners' times by talking about Jeffrey Epstein right now,
I don't even know who Jeffrey Epstein is.
like, what are we
So-
talking about?
Who is this?
So, TNT, I know you said you had the stuff. I'll let you talk, and then I definitely have some stuff too.
All right. I mean, so yeah, apparently they closed all the investigation. Now, this was a stance that Trump ran on, that they were going to release these files.
Yes.
Within a couple weeks ago or a month ago or so, Pam Bondi, which is like the who's
Attorney
the
General
AG, right?
yeah, she's Trump's
Attorney
bitch. She stood up there and she says that she had on her desk the client list and other files. And she said it was hard to look at, and some of it was disgusting, and
Do you remember when they all did a press conference and they were holding binders that were giant?
Binders.
They were holding binders of evidence that they had.
Binders.
Like, 2 months ago.
So what? And you have to catch me up. They don't have anything. Is what
they said
saying?
there's no client list. They don't have one.
So they released a video.
Are we being gaslit completely?
Yeah.
Brother,
Hold on. We'll talk about the video in a second.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
we'll stay
So
on the binders.
okay.
So
They said no. There's no client list.
there's no client.
So
list
there's
as
no
well.
client list.
Meanwhile, Elon Musk has come out and said whatever. Who else? Like, it was like the attorney for someone was like, I've seen the client list. There is a client list.
That was
100%.
Pam Bondi who said I have the client list on my desk.
No, there was an attorney, like an actual attorney for someone
okay.
else, for like one of the victims.
Someone
or
else
something.
has seen it?
That was like, I've seen the list. It exists.
Yeah.
Like-
we've also
And
seen.
so
we've
now
also,
Pam Bondi says there is no. No,
No.
who said there is no list?
The Department of Justice
Trump as well.
officially
Yeah.
came out.
What?
The Department of Justice said
What?
they wait. It's like Men in Black, but they forgot to use the thing to make everyone forget.
So
Oh my goodness!
when it first happened, there was a bunch of information that came out publicly as well, and then the Trump administration brought out more information, but it actually had more redacted information than what was already publicly available.
right.
Now, we did have the flight logs, and there was a lot of people available on the flight logs. We had like Beyonce and Jay-Z were on the flight logs. Like you said, Prince Andrew was on the flight log. There was a bunch of other people. Trump was on the flight logs
Clinton
as well.
was on it.
But it was all about that doesn't necessarily.
was on
It's
it.
not an admission of guilt.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. He was a
Just flying on the
socialite. So
Just,
like,
hey,
Just the financier.
yeah.
just flying on the pedo plane. Don't even worry about it.
But all of these people were pretty close to him, and for like none of these individuals to know any information or have anything. We've also had girls who have come forward and said that they've implicated our president.
Lots of people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've
numerous
implicated
people,
lots
yeah,
of people, including our very own president. Unfortunately, they committed suicide as well.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yep. They got
Oh.
real depressed.
Seems
Yeah,
kind of
they,
crazy. Everybody
What
close
I
to
think is
this.
really weird is that his cohort, the Janine or Giselle or whatever her name is,
Ghislaine Maxwell.
yeah, she's just chilling in prison.
She's still in prison, but she didn't do anything.
She didn't do anything. Why is she in prison?
There's no proof that she did anything.
Did she get convicted of something?
Yeah, she was helping
got
him.
convicted of doing it.
But
She
like
groomed-
in a trial, got convicted in a trial?
Yeah, she got groomed for. She got groomed. She got convicted for helping to recruit the
Trafficking,
women,
right?
recruit the women so that Jeffrey Epstein alone could fuck them all. Apparently,
Okay.
because he's the only one that got convicted of anything.
Yeah.
Nobody else on the list that doesn't
And
exist
then,
got convicted.
Yeah. Like, It's pretty wild. And then, like, what he was doing at the beginning of the podcast is, like, when they announced this, there was, like, a press conference, and they were doing something, and they brought up, and Trump literally was like, why are we still talking about this guy? What's
Yeah.
happened? It's been
Did
like
you-
8 years.
did
Like,
you-
Oh,
like,
really?
that was,
Yeah.
I
like,
didn't see any of this. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, I
like,
missed the
yeah,
joke.
he was like, what are we still doing talking about him? It was like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And, like, it literally, they're like, you said it was closed, and it's obviously, and
The fact is that he ran on this president.
I remember that.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to release the Epstein files. I'm going to tell the truth about aliens. We're going to drain the swamp. We're going to lower taxes for
JFK.
people. And it seems like
None of that's happening.
I'm still waiting for my aliens.
the video.
So the video,
There's a video?
CoffeeZilla did a wonderful breakdown of the
Yeah.
video
Yeah.
where there's 1 minute of footage missing.
Well, we
which
didn't
is,
even tell what it was.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. They show video footage from the time, I believe it's like an hour buffer of when he actually passed away.
They were like, see, obviously nothing happened. He killed himself.
Yes. But there's a minute of the video missing that we were able to detect.
From 59 to midnight.
Yep. And they say is that, and their kind of like retort to that was, oh, well, the cameras reset on that 1 minute period every day. And they say they're going to release more videos in the future to show that every day at that time the cameras. But CoffeeZilla did a breakdown, and it was found out that that's not even his cell that is on the video. That's like a cell that is like down the hall and around the corner. Yeah, the crazy
Well,
shit.
here's the other thing.
else?
Today, this came out today.
Oh, shit, okay.
Forensic video people have identified that the video was edited with Adobe Premiere Pro. It
Brother.
was saved 4 times.
Brother.
But they said it looks like it was just they edited 2 clips together,
Brother.
but there was markers of Adobe Premiere Pro being used and it being saved like 4 times.
And here's the thing, if you can edit a video, you can do anything. I could edit a video one time, make one cut, and I can make you into the king of the world.
Yeah, it's really, and then that's how they based it. They were like, this, he didn't do it. I mean, he killed himself. Nothing happened. Here's a video of his cell for the time that he supposedly died. Look, no one went in there.
So
Okay.
here's my real
Okay.
thing is that I feel like as a country, our intelligence is being kind of like disrespected to a certain
Insulted?
extent.
Yeah.
Insulted. Yeah, our
Yeah.
intelligence is being insulted.
Uh-huh.
Trump ran on this, that he was going to release this information. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a good thing that a president would do. And now he's sitting in our motherfucking faces saying is that, are we still talking about this? You said you were going to release the information. Nobody was talking about this as much until you said you were going to do it. And we all looked to him as a shining hope to drain the swamp, actually come across with this information.
No, he turned the thing on
Yeah,
to fill
well-
the swamp up more.
Here is the
So,
here
not wrong.
here's the things that like I've seen. What the big rumor behind all of it is, the big cover up of all of it is that he was working for intelligence for the Israeli government.
The
And
Epstein was?
the Mossad, yeah.
Epstein was a Mossad
That
agent?
he was a Mossad agent,
Okay.
and like the blackmail comes through like for people in our government, yeah, and of course like anytime anybody talks about their Israeli government or the Mossad, like it kind of all gets hushed because people, obviously people have rumors of like, oh, like they have blackmail on the U.S., blah blah, whatever it is. But that's like the rumor of why it's all getting kiboshed.
Hey, is somebody knocking at the door?
Yeah. So
It might.
but who knows? I mean, obviously, there's so many conspiracy theorists online. Who knows what's true, what isn't true?
So there's a lot of crossover when it comes to that. And I just think it's like when it comes down to it, it shows that the president is not as powerful as we may think. Like
no,
like when it comes down to it, I feel like we are being ruled over by a bunch of men in suits who we never see their faces.
Right.
We don't know their names. And
there's a puppet, the figurehead, man.
they don't have a they're not judicial, executive, or legislative.
It sure
they're
feels
the
that way.
elders, bro, but they're like business elders.
It
No,
does
those-
kind of feel that way.
Yeah, because if you every time we get a president that gets in office, they always feel like they're handcuffed. Every president will tell you they kind of feel like they're handcuffed.
Well,
I feel like carte blanche is right now. This is about as much carte blanche as we've seen from a
I
president.
will say that given how watching how Elon Musk's relationship has changed with Trump in the
Yeah.
last couple of months.
Yeah.
It's interesting because you feel like he got in and saw stuff. He was like, "Oh, this is how this really works. I don't want any part of it." And he walked. Right now, he's talking about starting his own political party and stuff. Like,
Yeah, the Fourth Reich.
whatever it is. But he still got in there and he's like, "No, I'm washing my hands of Trump. I'm washing my hands of this. This is not what I started." Like, that's kind of that's what I'm seeing out of him is more like, "Oh, I don't like this. Isn't what I signed up for. I signed up to slash and burn this thing."
Yeah, I think he's mad about his electric car money being gone as well. But
I don't think that's it. He doesn't care about money.
yeah.
He's got so much of it, it doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, he has like
if he loses $20 billion, he won't even notice.
Losing money is not a big thing, but like Tesla was a pet project for him. If you
Yeah,
put your
sure.
entire life into something like that, and that becomes like your life work and your crowning achievement, your pride and joy, for somebody to take
Then he-
funding away from
He
that would
probably
hurt.
shouldn't have pissed off his entire customer base.
No, well, by throwing up a Nazi salute, yeah, that was
Yeah.
probably a bad.
All
move.
that stuff.
Yeah, he
It-
probably shouldn't have just not been a Nazi.
Teamed
That
up
probably
with-
would've been-
That
you
threw
know.
off 67% of the country right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard for me to like grasp that that's like governments pull some wild shit, right? Like they do, but for this to be such a big story and like all the people that are like alluded to be involved and high powerful people and whatever, to literally like you have them all up on the steps of the Capitol building, like we got the files, and then to just be like,
No, just kidding, bro.
it's all done. Nothing happened. And you'd be like, excuse me?
When you lie, you have to cover it up with more lies, and every time that you lie, it becomes harder to believe what you say in the future. And we've been sold a lie, and now it's becoming more clear because they've been lying so long for this that they just want to they want you to forget.
Yeah,
They want you to
gaslighting.
forget at this point.
Like, oh, you don't want to know about this.
But
But we are talking about thousands of children that were sexually assaulted by millionaires, billionaires, famous people, and because they have so much money and influence, they get to get away with it, and it's fucking disgusting to me, all right? That's where it really boils down to. And I think it's disgusting that we've been lied to. I'm severely unhappy with the administration right now. And that is about as transparent as I've ever been about this subject on the channel. And I want the truth. And I think that anybody involved in it needs to be put in jail, under the ground, or something else,
yeah,
man.
well, I mean, it's like and it's not like you're just like, oh, they committed some fraud. Like it's literally an underage girl sex ring.
Yeah, but it was just Jeffrey Epstein by himself, and Ghislaine would just bring him in. It was just those two.
Yeah, right. Yeah, all those people come and go from the island, just hang out.
They're there to grab drinks.
And all the ones that said that, the president was there and did things that are now dead, they were just lying.
Yeah, all those pictures of like all these like quote famous powerful people with like literal 16-year-olds on their arm. They're just hanging out, man. They were all just hanging out, and then Epstein had them all to himself later that night.
Oh, that's how it works.
I'm gonna leave you with one last thing before we dip. What do you think the chances is that the sniper that missed the shot? What do you think the chances are he missed on purpose?
I think the
Zero.
chances are that it may have not even been that guy.
Okay.
You think it's zero?
They hit him in the ear. I mean, you can't. It's a close miss,
Okay,
but
fair
you
enough.
can't like
You aren't that
can't
accurate.
you can't millimeter to the right and blow
That's
his head
fair.
off and
That's
like
fair.
there's some good shooters in the world, but I don't think that's what was going on.
But
here.
okay,
now,
so
now why he was there, how he got in there, I'm not gonna.
so you think
argue with
you think it might have been a
conspiracies.
message?
Well, I mean, maybe somebody's trying to get him. I don't know.
Maybe it was an attempt
I
that turned
still
into a
don't-
message.
I still don't understand how that guy got in there on that spot. But
Well,
whatever.
maybe it was that he was supposed to miss on purpose, and he almost
No.
hit him.
Yeah,
No, not.
He makes a
not,
good
Not
point.
where he hit him.
He makes a good point. You can't miss.
You've seen the
No. What I mean is maybe he was just supposed to fire a shot, and he just accidentally got very close to him and almost killed him.
Well, then he would have hit somebody. He would have had. You would have had to have hit someone behind him. He was shooting into a crowd.
I mean,
you would,
yeah, I
you wouldn't just
guess.
ran,
Yeah.
And again,
You make a valid
and
point.
you look at that timing where Trump turns his head and then it hits. Like it's just
Pure
luck,
damn
pure
dumb
damn luck.
That
That-
he happened to turn his head
Yeah.
at like that moment.
yeah, it was.
That's That's pretty crazy.
But I'm sure that after that,
Well, there's other conspiracies going how that guy get in there and in that spot.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a
well-
dang good question.
Well, I think it was the Shadow Cabal that is obviously we're on
Shadow Cabal.
we're on a list now. By the way,
Yeah,
guys.
you are
Sorry.
now. I don't know these guys. I was walking by the apartment.
You're in our.
Anyways, but
we live here.
it's
You're
wild
here.
out there. So,
All right. Anyway,
that's all the time we have for today's episode. Go to crazytown.com and subscribe for Jonas.
TNT and
Mr. Y.
Yeah, we out.